Welcome back, dear viewers, to another heartwarming episode on our channel where we uncover the most touching, emotional, and often surprising moments from your favorite stars in the world of K-drama and celebrity romance. If you're a fan of Song Hye Kyo and Lee Min-ho, then grab a warm drink, sit back, and let your heart take in this beautiful story that has recently captivated fans all across Asia and beyond. It's the moment fans have been waiting for, an emotional revelation that has taken the K-drama world by storm. After months of quiet speculation and subtle hints, the ever-graceful Song Hye Kyo has finally spoken out, and what she shared has left hearts around the globe overwhelmed with emotion. At the center of it all, a series of handwritten love letters from none other than Lee Min-ho, words so sincere, they've touched even the coldest hearts. This isn't a scripted scene from a drama. It's a real-life story of compassion, admiration, and possibly the beginning of something far deeper between two of Korea's most beloved stars. Get ready to dive into the full story of a connection that's soft-spoken yet powerfully genuine, the kind of story that reminds us all of the beauty found in heartfelt honesty. From the very beginning, the chemistry between Song Hye Kyo and Lee Min-ho has been the stuff of dreams. Both legends in their own right, they've long been admired for their grace, talent, and undeniable charm. Yet despite the public adoration, these two icons have often kept their personal lives well guarded. That is, until now. In a recent, unexpected twist that's melting hearts everywhere, Song Hye Kyo has finally opened up about the emotional journey she's shared with Lee Min-ho. For months, whispers of secret admiration and affectionate gestures have circled within fan communities and entertainment media, but no one expected the revelation to come in the form it did, a heartfelt confession involving a collection of handwritten love letters. The revelation began quietly during a candid interview with a well-respected South Korean magazine. Song Hye Kyo, radiant and relaxed, seemed more open than ever. She spoke thoughtfully about her journey through fame, heartbreak, and healing. But then, almost unprompted, she smiled and delicately brought up someone who's been a comforting presence, even from afar. That someone, of course, was none other than Lee Min-ho. "I never expected those letters," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "At first, I didn't even believe they were real. I thought someone was playing a joke on me. But they weren't a joke." One by one, over the course of a few months, Lee Min-ho had written her handwritten letters, each one a beautifully penned note, filled with kindness, empathy, and admiration. Song Hye Kyo revealed that the letters weren't about grand declarations or dramatic proposals. Instead, they were simple, sincere reflections from one artist to another, offering her support, understanding, and a rare vulnerability that many never see from the usually confident actor. "He didn't try to win me over," she continued. "He simply wanted me to know I wasn't alone, that someone saw me, the real me." The moment she said this, fans all over the world began tearing up. It was the kind of connection that felt deeply authentic, something out of a drama, but even more touching because it was real. The letters, according to her, arrived at quiet moments, on her birthday, during film shoots, or after public controversies when she felt emotionally exhausted. And each letter contained a personal touch. Lee Min-ho would reference her performances, commend her quiet strength, and sometimes even include quotes from old poems or classic dramas they'd both starred in. Fans began to speculate about when these letters began. Was it during the height of her divorce? During her international promotions? Or was it more recent? Song Hye Kyo didn't provide dates. She smiled and said, "Some things are best left between us. But what matters is how much those words meant to me." But it wasn't just Song Hye Kyo who was moved. When asked about it later by a reporter during a press conference, Lee Min-ho responded with an earnest nod and a faint smile. "She's someone I respect deeply," he said. "And sometimes, respect deserves to be expressed, not through headlines or social media, but through something real." Fans were stunned. For a star as globally recognized as Lee Min-ho to engage in such a deeply personal, almost old-fashioned form of communication spoke volumes. It showed not only his sincerity, but also his understanding of Song Hye Kyo's quiet, introverted nature. The very act of writing letters, in today's digital age, felt like a lost art, a reminder of a gentler kind of love. Across fan forums, social media platforms, and fan art pages, the response has been overwhelming. Hashtags like #MinKyoLetters, #LeeMinHoLoveNotes, and #SongHyeKyoHeartSpeak have trended for days. People have shared their favorite moments from both actors' dramas, creating beautiful video tributes of what could be their imagined romance. Others shared how the story inspired them to write letters of their own, to family, lovers, or even themselves. What stands out in this entire revelation isn't the possibility of a romantic relationship, though fans are certainly hoping for it. It's the human connection. In an industry where glitter, gossip, and grand displays often steal the show, this quiet exchange between two souls is a reminder of what truly matters. For Song Hye Kyo, who has endured so much in the public eye, from her much-publicized marriage and divorce to the constant scrutiny of her personal choices, these letters were more than just words. They were comfort, healing, perhaps even the start of something new. "I've come to see love not just as something loud and passionate," she mused, but as something soft and steady. Something like kindness, a letter at just the right moment. Her fans, many of whom have followed her for decades, expressed pride in her growth and resilience. For years, she was seen as an ethereal beauty, a queen of melodramas. But now they see her strength in a new light, not just as someone who acts strength on screen, but who lives it in real life. As for Lee Min-ho, this gesture has only deepened the admiration fans hold for him. Known for his charismatic roles and stylish appearances, this intimate glimpse into his heart reveals the man behind the actor. Someone thoughtful, sincere, and emotionally mature. Whether or not this leads to a romantic relationship remains unknown. But what it has already created is a legacy, a moment that fans will treasure for years. A memory that feels timeless. And perhaps, in time, we'll look back on this as the beginning of one of the most touching real-life love stories the K-entertainment world has ever seen. Until then, fans will continue to hope, support, and cherish the tender connection between Song Hye Kyo and Lee Min-ho. Because sometimes, the most powerful stories are the ones written not with cameras or scripts, but with words from the heart. Thank you for watching, and if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more exclusive celebrity updates and romantic tales from the stars you love.